about what employees want. In the first episode, we talked about showing up 10 minutes early and how important that is. You build a level of trust with your employer and your employees, and you really help build your future, build your resume. You know, you're a young kid, you always show up. That is extremely important, and right now extremely rare, believe it or not. And now that you know you're showing up every day, the next step is being present, 100% present every day at work. And this can be difficult sometimes, but you need to do your best to achieve it. And when I mean present, I mean engaged. The moment you're hired to do a job, you're counted on to do that job as efficiently and safely as possible. And very few new employees don't really understand how important they are to the whole project. If you're just there and not present and not doing your best, everybody suffers. Now this calls for when you're on a team. When you're on a team or a crew of guys, everybody counts, regardless how low on the totem pole you are. Every job has to get done. All right? If that job does not get done, if it's $1 million job and you just get hired, you're $15 an hour, you don't do your job, that $1 million job is not getting done. It doesn't matter if you're raking leaves, pounding nails, running a rake, running a broom, anything. That job has to get done. And if you don't do it, somebody else has to do it. Which means it could be your boss on the job site. It could be the owner of the company. But somebody has to get that job done. Every individual is very, very important to accomplish that job. Now, if the job is explained to you well enough by your leader, and you guys work as a team towards the same goal, then you guys would all kind of rotate through the job, helping each other out, and everything will get done very, very efficiently. If you're that one guy who is not 100% present and doesn't catch on to the morale of everybody, you will lose your job. A well put together team who work well together and have good leaders and a good boss, they will phase you out. Okay? Now, there are situations where no matter how hard you try, you just don't click with the guys. Okay? For some reason, it just doesn't work. You just don't fit in, whether it's personality trait or anything. But if you're showing up 10 minutes early every day, you're 100% present every day, they won't want to lose you. They will put you somewhere else. They will not get rid of you. You're a very, very rare person. Just imagine those two things. Showing up early and being 100% present. And you will never lose your job. I mean, there's accidents, there's things that can happen, and you get fired. All right? They will not want to lose you. They will fight for you. Just those few simple things. I know I keep repeating myself, but that is how important it is to be present. And cell phones don't make you present. They take you out of the equation. If you're on your cell phone all the time, you will lose your job. If you don't lose your job, you will not excel in your job. You will not move up in the ranks. You might be a talented employee and they'll just use you for that. They'll just use you until you quit or go somewhere else because you do a good job, but you don't give it 100%. And there's not one leader or employer or boss who wants somebody at that caliber who does not give it 100% to excel. We all want, as employers, we all want employees, in my opinion, to take our job, to want to raise up the ranks. If I could hire guys that I feel is better than me, that's what I want. I want to teach these guys everything I want and they take their talent and go a level up. When that happens, it frees me up to go do multiple other jobs. And if you read almost all leadership books, the good ones, they describe those kind of situations. Yet, I talk to multiple people who get held back, whose bosses try to hold them back because of fear of losing their job. And if you work for somebody who is like that, still give it 100% every single day. Life's not fair. Look for another job if you have to. Put in applications. But every day you get to that job site, for whoever the individual is, you give it 100% for yourself, because that's who you are. And that's being honest. I hope that covered some topics, guys. If you have any questions or thoughts, please reach out to me. Leave some comments. Everything you write to me, it can help me out with describing things or talking about situations. And to be honest with you, if these videos help just one person out, I'll be happy. All right, it's helping me to be able to explain things better. And so far, I don't think I'm the best at it, but I believe they are getting better a little at a time. So you guys have a good day and be safe out there.